A lesson from childhood love. Reflecting on my childhood brings back a flood of memories dominated by the presence of a particular friend who was more like an older sister to me. She was 6 years older, an age gap that seemed vast in the formative years of my life but brought a unique depth to our friendship. We first met through our parents, and from the beginning, she infused color and creativity into my days. One of my earliest memories with her involves the art of origami. Sitting at a small kitchen table, she taught me how to fold paper cranes. Her fingers moved with such precision and grace that each crease seemed to breathe life into a simple piece of paper, turning it into something enchanting. To my young mind, these moments felt magical, as if she was letting me in on a secret of the universe. As I grew older, our interactions evolved. By the time I was 14, she started including me in her teenage adventures. She'd take me shopping, introduce me to her favorite eating spots, and share stories about her life, dreams, and passions. It was during these outings that I began to realize my feelings for her were deepening into something more than just friendship. Despite this realization, I felt a palpable fear that confessing my feelings might ruin everything. I worried it could transform our easy companionship into something awkward, or worse, cause her to distance herself from me. Despite the joy I found in her company, there was also an undercurrent of melancholy, especially as I noticed the small signs of her affection for someone else. She had been dating the same guy since she was 15, and it was clear they were serious about each other. Yet, she shared moments of vulnerability with me that seemed to bridge the gap between friendship and something deeper. When she was down, she would sometimes pluck a daisy from her mother's garden and hand it to me with a small, thoughtful smile. When I once asked her why it was always a daisy, she laughed softly and said, "We have lots of daisies, and Mom wouldn't even notice if one was gone." I treasured these flowers, not just for their sunny faces, but because they felt like a symbol of a special connection between us. As time passed, the inevitability of her life's progression became more apparent. When I turned 18, she told me she was getting married. Hearing the news felt like a cold wave crashing down on me. I managed to muster a smile and offered my congratulations, but inside, my heart was breaking. I knew then that the small window where my feelings could live in the realm of possibility was closing. A few weeks before her wedding, overwhelmed by a sense of impending finality, I confessed my feelings to her. We were walking along a familiar path, the air crisp and the leaves whispering around us. When I told her I liked her, she gave me a sad smile and a gentle thank you. Her reaction was kind but tinged with a sorrow that suggested she might have guessed my feelings all along. I attended her wedding, but my heart wasn't in it. I left soon after the ceremony, unable to bear watching what felt like the definitive end of my hopes. In the years that followed, I moved away for college and began to carve out a new life in a different city. I heard through mutual friends that she was happily married and now a mother to twins. While I was genuinely happy for her, a part of me couldn't help but revisit the past and the choice I made to reveal my feelings. The decision to confess, which I often doubted, eventually came to represent a pivotal moment in my understanding of love and friendship. It was a step into emotional maturity, marking the transition from boyhood fantasies to the realities of adult relationships. Although it didn't lead to a romantic relationship, it was a profound expression of truth, requiring a bravery that shapes how I handle relationships to this day. Time and distance have blurred her image in my mind, softening the contours of her face and the sound of her laughter. Yet, the essence of what she taught me remains. I learned that love is not just about the happiness that comes with mutual affection, but also about the growth that can emerge from pain and unrequited feelings. Looking back, I realized that while I could have kept my feelings hidden and perhaps preserved our friendship as it was, speaking my heart was necessary for me to move on. It was an act of self-honesty that allowed me to close one chapter of my life and open another with new understandings and new possibilities. As memories fade and life continues to unfold in unexpected ways, I've come to appreciate that our journey together was a chapter of my life that needed to be lived exactly as it was. It has taught me about the complexities of love, the pain of loss, and the strength found in vulnerability. These lessons have become integral to who I am today, shaping not only how I view relationships, but also how I approach the opportunities and challenges life presents.